What is going on YouTube, and welcome to a brand new video today. I'm going to be going through the top 10 largest game worlds, and there are some games which could have made this list which haven't, such as installments from the Elder Scrolls series. But anyway, I'm going to be going through this top 10. So coming through at number 10 is Grand Theft Auto 5 at 49 miles squared. It's a bit of a taunt using it as my thumbnail because it is the bottom of the list. But at the end of the day, Grand Theft Auto 5 is a huge game still and there's so much detail to it, unlike some of the other games further down this list. Grand Theft Auto 5 is a variety of side missions, missions from the main story, so much activities you can partake in, and just general pastimes. Grand Theft Auto 5 is a story and a multiplayer, which I don't really need to go into at all because the likelihood is the majority of you have played it. But Grand Theft Auto, like its real life counterpart Los Angeles, has interweaving freeways, ghettos, beaches, and there's so much going on you'll just happily do whatever you want rather than going by the missions itself. Looking up, you can see simply how spectacular this map is, as well as driving on the floor below. You can see how detailed this city is, how much there is to it, and it sort of scares you knowing that there are games so much bigger than this. There's a map. Los Santos barely takes up a quarter of it, and that map is actually the size of a previous installment, GTA 4 Liberty City, and the whole map of GTA 5 is about twice the size of San Andreas, which is another previous installment. I am flying to another part of the map here, towards Sandy Shores Airfield, I believe, and you can simply see how big, you can see how big Mount Chiliad is in the background there and how spectacular. Coming at number 9 with Witcher 3 Wild Hunt at 84 miles squared, which is absolutely huge. The world is absolutely vast and stunning, and there's so much going on. The Witcher 3 world is actually split up into several different zones, but each of these feels like a richly detailed, self-contained region with its own characters and history. Much of the landscape and architecture you see in this game, such as this boat for example, is actually inspired by medieval Europe. And it's mixing up vast open plains, you can see the rivers there, fields, villages, and moody atmospheric forests that stretch for miles throughout this game. And you can see how great some of these villages look, and you just want to explore. It just looks incredible. And there's some beautiful areas in this world, such as the, I can't even pronounce it, Scilly Islands, an archipelago filled with a rugged mountain range. You can't tell I'm reading, but as you can see, there are definitely some beautiful places on this map, and this map is huge with different areas. You can see it's a bit of a taunt because you can't access all of it. You can just sort of visit the areas that you select. So going through fields, going through different areas, you can see how spectacular this game really is, and there's so much to it. Wow, I need to play this. I couldn't even name those places. That's pretty shocking. Coming in at number 8 is ARMA 3's Altis at 104 miles squared. ARMA 3 takes place on the alien islands of Altis, which is formerly known as Lemnos, and is a stratus of Greece in the Mediterranean Sea. The island features photorealistic terrain and water environments. Altis is the largest official terrain in the ARMA series, with ground area covering approximately 104 miles squared. It is an incredible world, so much detail, so much effort into the graphics really. The detail in terms of the AI, I believe half of the population in the storyline were forced out in the event of war, and that's why you don't really bump into any civilians and you don't see cars driving on the roads, which I guess in a sense is a lack of detail. But anyway, the map is absolutely huge, multiple game modes you can do. As you can see, the map here of Altis is absolutely ginormous. So many roads, so many different terrains. I think there's different weather systems in different areas, I'm not too sure. But obviously there's a lot you can do. This is Battle Royale, and in terms of game modes there's a lot. There's different mods you can get, there's endless content really. That's what makes ARMA 3 so spectacular, and it is without a doubt one of the biggest maps, and that is why it is on this list. Coming in at number 7 is Just Cause 3's Medici at 400 miles squared. It is absolutely huge, and it is needless to say found a place on this list. Just Cause series is obviously notorious for its incredibly large, expansive maps and incredibly sort of detailed maps. Unlike ARMA 3, it actually does have cars moving around, civilians, that sort of thing. But true to the series, Medici is gorgeous and is exactly the kind of place you'd happily go on a holiday. Well, providing supporting a murderous dictatorship doesn't hurt your conscience. But it's all blue waters, rural roads, there's a map there, absolutely stunningly huge, similar to Just Cause 2 really. But it is once again massive, and you'll venture into deserts, snowy mountain ranges, proving that you can go to different diverse landscapes. You can do some more crazy shit, flying jets, jumping out. I mean, the windsurfing. Is it windsurfing? Just going across multiple terrains using ropes is simply spectacular. It simply exaggerates what a human can do, and I think that's one of the main things that Just Cause does. Well, without a doubt it is. But it is, needless to say, incredible, and Just Cause 3 has found a place on this list. Coming in at number 6 is Test Drive Unlimited 2 with an absolutely huge map of 618 miles squared. Now, the gameplay generally is considered quite good. I mean, on Steam it's got mixed reviews, and I've seen that the graphics are even considered outdated for the time. But I mean, it doesn't look too bad. If you think it was released quite a while ago, you've got to consider that the graphics weren't going to be anything spectacular. But there's a lot you can do. You can walk around in your house, you can own multiple properties. The idea in general is to own as many cars as possible. It was mixed feelings about the game. I mean, a lot of people thought it was good. I know my dad thought it was good. He spent countless amount of hours on Test Drive Unlimited 2 and Test Drive Unlimited 1. But you can see you can have a garage, nice looking garage here, multiple cars. I mean, Bugatti Veyron, you can't go wrong with a Bugatti Veyron in your car, in your garage even. Anyway, I mean, the graphics don't, as I said, look too good. The gameplay itself seems very good. I mean, we're about to see the map in a minute. You can see how much road there is as well. There's just so much road to explore. The map is ginormous, and honestly, like, from Test Drive Unlimited 1, the map has significantly stepped up in the amount of things to do and how big the map is. You can drive off road to suit your needs. I mean, you don't really want to do that in Bugatti Veyron, let's be honest. But the map is actually an exact, well, not exact, but very similar to Ibiza, and it is based on it, and the island of I can't pronounce it, Oahu, I don't know. But anyway, let's Test Drive Unlimited 2. So in at number 5 we have Fuel with a 5,560 miles square map, but you have to ask, is it too big for its purpose? I mean, at the best of times the game looks and feels awesome as you bomb across desolate areas, different terrains. However, you have to wonder, is the terrain just copy and pasted? Because that's certainly what it feels like. I mean, the graphics on this game aren't anything spectacular. Codemasters definitely look like they've put all their time in developing the map in different areas and not really focused on the content of the game itself, which has let the game down in a sense because the game wasn't too popular. You can see the map here, different areas, different places to explore, which is clearly one of the main key selling points within this game. But you have to give credit to Codemasters for their ambition, as the game does offer the occasional sublime moment and adrenaline rushing moments, such as driving through different terrains, driving off cliffs. Driving off cliffs would be suicidal, so I don't recommend it, but still, it does seem quite fun driving across different areas, different friends really, meeting different people in a sense. So that is why Fuel is on this list, simply because it is one of the most ambitious map size developments in history. So in at number 4 is Elder Scrolls Arena with a 2,316,613 miles square map, and the graphics are actually this bad as the game was released in 1994. That's right, one of the world's largest games was released in 1994, and it was the first installment of the Elder Scrolls series. And to be honest, some of the other games could have made this list, such as Daggerfall with an exceptionally large procedurally generated map, such as Oblivion as well, probably could have made this list. The Elder Scrolls Arena was the first installment, and it covers the whole world of Tamriel. And you can see different towns here, but don't be fooled by how close they are. If you choose to leave the gates of the town you're in and move between each town, it can take up to 10 hours to travel between them. And if you want to travel to a different part of the world, such as Skyrim to Morrowind, I believe it can take several days, in fact. So there's the whole world of Tamriel, absolutely huge. The map is absolutely ginormous, it literally can't be emphasized. I mean, it's technically infinite, it's a rough figure as well. And it's amazing how a game this big was created in 1994, and it's believed to have a lot of content as well, so without a doubt, the Elder Scrolls Arena definitely makes it on the list for me. And at number 3 on this list is Star Citizen. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that number. Yes, I'm dumb, but the world feels practically infinite. And Star Citizen is an upcoming game for 2016 and will consist of 2 main components. first-person space combat and trading in an MMO-style persistent universe, and modifiable, optionally cooperative private servers, including a branching single-player campaign known as Squadron 42. The game will also feature Oculus Rift support, so imagine how incredible it will be playing this game on an Oculus Rift. But both Star Citizen and the campaign for it, Squadron 42, are set in the 30th century Milky Way, centered around the fictional UEE, which stands for United Empire of Earth. And a strong focus will be placed on player interaction in this game, with player behaviour influencing and being influenced by a dynamic economy system. But there's been a lot of effort onto combat on this game, making it better than some of the games further down the list, and a lot of effort has also gone into getting into other ships as well.
Quantum Drive is now.
So I can assure you guys I'll be playing Star Citizen, and hopefully you will be too. So the game that's made number 2 on this list, the penultimate game, is Elite Dangerous, and it does at first glance look very similar to Star Citizen, and they both are a copy of our own galaxy, the Milky Way. But Elite Dangerous was actually released in 2014 and is the 4th installment of the Elite game series. But Elite Dangerous is the first one to feature multiplayer, and to be honest I can't think of anything more fun than travelling the universe with my friends playing this game, so I might have to give it a bit of a buy. But still, Elite Dangerous isn't as advanced as Star Citizen in the fact that you can't actually walk out of your ship, you can't walk around in it, but you can dock, and there's an advanced trading system within this game, and there's a very similar sort of travel system as well in this game, but that's needed in an incredibly vast universe. Elite Dangerous actually will cover a procedurally generated galaxy of our own Milky Way at a 1-to-1 scale, and it hosts over 100 billion stars, including our own, and by extension you can actually explore our planet Earth. I don't know why you would want to just have a whole galaxy at your disposal and then go back to planet Earth, but it is what it is. Each solar system with anything has up to 100 bodies in them even, with moons, planets and more, so each star you see has so much more to it. The galactic map is actually a standard module in all cockpits that can fast travel, well, jump capable ships as they're called. But you can see exploring a planet here, it looks pretty incredible. Going up to its moon, I think that is, I'm not too sure, or it might just be a white rock, I have no clue. But you can see the Baker Galaxy there. There's so many different galaxies you can explore, not different galaxies, different systems you can explore. You can see one there, and see how far away it is. As it's a 1-to-1 scale, you can imagine the distances involved with travelling between each one. You can actually see how incredibly large this universe is. It's not really a universe, how incredibly large this galaxy is. That was just an incredibly small section of the galaxy, our Milky Way, and it's incredible. And honestly, it's amazing how far some of these games have come. So number 1 on this list for me is without a doubt No Man's Sky, and it is unquestionably the largest game and most ambitious game that's ever been created. It's 2 to the power of 64 planets. I don't even know what that means, fuck it. But I saw there be over 18 quintillion different planets, multiple galaxies, and the scary thing is each of these planets you can see, each of these planets you witness even, or come into sight. You can land on each of them and explore. Not all of them have life, but each of them have randomly generated life. And another crazy thing is the developers don't even know what's on those planets, because it is randomly generated. They've left it very much up to the people playing the game to find out what is on it, find out what there is. The idea is to get to the center of the universe using different, I think it's exploration. You sort of give your findings to the Atlas, I believe it's called, and you simply get rewarded for this, and then you can get to the center of the universe. I don't even know how, fuck it, I can't wait to explore it. Honestly, this game looks extraordinary. I heard you can have over 1 million people on one of these planets, because they are planet-sized planets, and they might struggle to find each other, which I find absolutely incredible. So much to do, so much to see. So that's going to conclude this top 10, and guys, I hope you've enjoyed it. I enjoyed making this video, so please like, please comment, and please subscribe, and as always guys, thanks for watching.